What it is, what it do? You tuned into the Jose Morales podcast. This is episode 10 of season 3 with my boy Danny Maya on the show today. I'm pumped up for him having him here. This dude is off the chain. I love this guy for a lot of reasons, not just how he is as a person, his energy. He's smart, he's caring. He's got a lot of good qualities. He's good people, man.
Thank you for
being on, brother.
Thank you for putting me up here, but I'm still climbing the
I
ladder.
love this guy. He's good peoples. You definitely want to tune in for this and listen to the whole episode. You're gonna get a lot of things. He's got the best restaurant. No joke. Every time I have someone with me and they want to go, I always take them there. I'm not lying. Tell me.
Hey, no, for real. I appreciate your business, bro. You always come by with your whole family, and when you take your whole family somewhere, that means you like it. So
yeah.
So he's not capping. He's telling the truth.
I
appreciate it, my boy.
And the food is good. Everything. The drinks are good. Everything about his restaurant, I love. And,
the last time he came by, I know he doesn't drink, so I made him like a dope kind of cocktail margarita, and I threw some gold on there, some 24 karat. He was like,
he was kind of clean.
He was kind of like shy to like, or not shy, kind of, I don't know.
I was shocked. I was like, what is this? He was
like,
what was it? That shit was good.
No, I used fresh pomegranate, fresh passion fruit, blood orange, tequila agave, and lime juice.
Yeah, that shit was good.
Kind of like margaritas. It's like it's just like smooth, a little sweet. Yeah. Citrusy.
I loved it. That was good. My wife took a drink out of it too. She was like, oh, that's good. So that's what we're gonna have on this episode. We're gonna get to know how the restaurant came about, get familiar with his story. But before we get that, I hope you guys enjoyed the previous episode when we talked about enthusiasm. Danny is actually a perfect example to bring right after that. This guy has the energy. He's always pumped up. He's always happy. Tell me the secret behind that, Danny. Why are you so happy? Why are you like that? Tell me where you got that from.
I know the perfect word, man. Gratitude. Just because I'm so grateful that we've gone so far to where my family started. In the Rancho, Guanajuato, dirt poor, man. Campesino. So my family comes from a background of campesinos, working the fields, hard labor. So that is like wired in them to where like, if you're not doing that, you're a huevón. You're lazy. You got to have that. So me having gratitude of waking up every day and progressing my family's legacy is what gives me this energy, man. Damn. And there's always going to be stuff that are going to knock you, but you just got to keep looking forward.
Yep. So I love that, man. Give me the history, man. So first start with yourself. Where were you born? Where were you raised? How everything went down?
I'm from Guanajuato. My dad brought me out here. Well, he came as an illegal immigrant, later got papers, brought me. But I came here when I was about 5 years old, 4, 5. And I never really got to experience the hard life that they went through, but just the stories they told me. And I remember when I would go, when I was 5 years old, I remember my grandma would always wake up really early to go to the molino, 5 in the morning, molino, grind up corn, bring it back, make tortillas, dehydrate them, sell them to the community. So my family's always been known for selling food to like the rancho that we lived in.
Yeah.
So that's what my family actually made a living off of, just selling food.
So you guys always been in the food business?
Food business, always a food business. But when my dad came up here, they were still selling in Mexico. He brought me, but in 2001, he lost his job. And when he lost his job, he's like, what are we gonna do? Like, his job actually moved to Mexico. He did like fences. But my family was all being brought out here. My aunt knows how to cook. Pretty much everyone in my family knows how to cook. So he's like, this is all we know. This is all what kept us like surviving in Mexico. Why not do it here? Yeah. He got a food truck. So when he got a food truck.
So you guys got a food truck you guys went straight to a food truck when he lost his job, or did you guys like cook at home and sell at home?
So look, bro, I was actually at Walmart with my aunt pushing tamales. So whenever I see someone selling tamales at Walmart or like a shopping center, bro, I always buy a dozen because it brings back memories when I was young. I was shy, but I was like, we gotta make money.
So before the food truck, you guys were selling?
We were selling tamales at Walmart. We would pull up, my aunt would make them at home, and I would go with her. She didn't know English. I would go up to people coming out of Walmart. Hey, you guys wanna buy a dozen? I think we sold like a tamale like $10 a dozen, bro. So we were busting them down at Walmart. We would go to the one in West Sac.
Yeah.
Or no, before the
Truxel.
Truxel.
Yeah, Thomas.
Yeah, that's the one that I would go to with her. And then we started doing that. And after that, my dad got the food truck. So he got the food truck, and we would go around when the Thomas was being built, we would go around, construction workers open up the doors and just go out there and ask them if they want to come by and get tacos.
How long were you guys doing the food truck? Before you got the restaurant, like how long?
Ooh, till like, I started when I was like 14 till like maybe like, when I was like 18 is when we got the
restaurant?
the taqueria.
Because it went from the taqueria to what it is now, right?
Yeah, so it went from the food truck to the taqueria on Broadway in 27th.
Give me the stages, man. So what was the food truck like? Like, what's the difference between the food truck to the taqueria? Like, what was the biggest change besides having an actual location? Was the food everything the same?
The food was always always been the same, but then when they got to, so look, the food truck, it was basic. The tacos, burritos, the quick stuff, you know, tacos, burritos, tortas. We had just ceviche, but we started off with that. But when we went to the taqueria, then we busted down a whole, like, I think till this day we still have like 60 items. And a taqueria, that's the taqueria. And to me, it's a very hard system to follow. And especially, well, the taqueria is smaller than the restaurant we have now on Richards. And that one we did cut a lot more because in that one we do fit around like 300 people. And to be making a bunch of dishes for like,
we were just talking about it. Give me, you go into the details about that. I like how you explain it to us. So give me why this is successful to not have 60 plates. Because I can see that being easy to get excited. You have your restaurant, you're like, oh, I want to sell enchiladas, I want to sell burritos, I want to sell tacos, I want this. And it can be very easy where you get so excited that you have a shit ton of fucking dishes on your menu. So give us the pros and cons to that. Why do you not want to do that?
Well, I realized throughout being in this industry is that it's not always about having like quantity. Like it's better to have smaller menu and always be consistent.
Yeah.
Because at the taqueria, like we've been there, but my aunt's always there. So she's always tasting everything, make sure everything's 100. But I know she's always stressed out because she always has to make chile verde, chile colorado, albóndigas, cocido, like a bunch of stuff. And she's always there, but it comes out on point all the time. But I know if she had a smaller like menu, she wouldn't stress as much as like, oh, I gotta do this now. So now that
the taqueria is fire too.
Oh, you've been to it too?
Yeah, I've been there hella times.
Yeah. I know you're coming. Yeah.
On 24th, right?
27th and Broadway.
27th and Broadway. Yeah. I've been there a few times. My cousin fucking loves it there, so I've been there a lot of times.
See, what sucks is that when she's not there, sometimes maybe the food night might not be as consistent as when she's there. But at the restaurant on Richards, we have a smaller menu now. It's a lot easier to control and handle and be consistent. And we've learned this throughout the 3 years that we've been there. Because in the beginning, bro, we brought the menu from the taqueria to the new restaurant. And it was a disaster, bro. You're making aguachiles, cóctel de camarón, so many different stuff and we're busy as hell. And imagine you having to do a bunch of different ones. Bro, my cooks were quitting sometimes on me. They were like, fuck this, man. They're like, we're fucking busting our asses over here. There's something, you have to bust down sometimes like 20 molcajetes at once, and then you have all these other
random ass dishes.
Yeah, bro, it was fucking crazy. And then they were like, hell no, you cannot have the same menu as a taqueria as a full service restaurant.
Yeah.
So a full service restaurant compared to a like order in the counter, it's way different, bro. Like when you're at the taqueria, it's kind of like you order, eat, dip.
Yeah.
At the full service restaurant experience, I do more cocktails, fucking flames and shit. You know, like put gold on the cocktail for customers just so they can have an experience. I just went to Guadalajara and I trained with a chef down there, mixologist.
I was gonna mention that. One thing I love about you is, I love a lot of things about you, but one of my favorite things is that you actually like thrive on making your business better, like your restaurant.
Bro,
I always see you traveling at different places, and obviously you have your fun, but you go there to gain knowledge. You go over there and you're trying their drinks, you're trying their food. and you're trying to like soak up game. I love that about you. I actually do that with boxing. I go to different gyms in
Bro, you
different
have to,
cities.
my boy.
Yeah, and but yeah, it's dope, man. Tell me what you do when you. So you went to Guadalajara, you said, right?
Yeah.
And what you do? You went and you trained with the chef, you said?
Yeah, trained with a chef, mixologist. I'm actually trying to right now work on a visa to get him over here and be kind of like the bar director. Because he was the bar director in Tulum. It's called Ara.
Mm-hmm.
Dope restaurant, bro. It's like craft mixology, fine dining, Mexican cuisine fused with like French cuisine. And that's where eventually, I don't see no one in Sacramento doing that.
Yeah.
And I want to, when I experienced it over there, my boy, like when I experienced it, I was like, man, I want Sac to experience this. I want Sac to see that it's not just about a burrito. Now it's like people fusing like pre-Hispanic ingredients with like shit from France or shit from like from Italy. Like that's the shit I love, man. I was like, man, this is dope. Like I feel like our generation, bro, like we are changing the game in the food industry that are bringing traditional ingredients and fusing them with modern like presentation, modern cuisine.
Hell yeah.
And so I'm slowly trying to bring that to Sacramento. I don't completely want to transition into it because the market sometimes is not ready. It's about what your customer is consuming and what they want.
Yeah.
So I'm slowly bringing dishes in. Like, I don't know if you've seen sometimes on my story, I post like dishes like what the hell is that? You know?
Yeah, no, you were doing one time the ramen with birria.
Oh, we do that, the birria ramen.
Yeah.
Right now I'm doing, well, I use like Blue Organic.
I'm fucking hungry. I should hate or something, yo. I'm already hungry and he's talking about all this shit.
Nah, bro, we're gonna have to eat one of these days right after. But like I was saying, bro, so like you said, I like to travel, go to a restaurant, experience it, and I'm like, okay, pay attention to everything, how the servers give the service, how the bartenders make the cocktails, and I'm always like open to new ideas, and this is what I feel makes me different from other restaurants here in Sacramento.
Sure. That's why I like going there.
I try to always like, and then when I'm there, I'm like, man, let me make something dope that's off the menu for a customer.
Yeah.
So
you made me one time ceviche of.
Oh yeah, I made you. It was blood orange.
Blood orange. That
it
shit
was blood
fire.
orange season, so I added a blood orange to it, like our traditional. I took our traditional recipe, added blood orange, and added other ingredients like from Sinaloa or they use in Mexico, like different chiles, different fusion of chiles and the aguachile.
Yeah, that shit was
so
fire.
it gives it a different flavor.
I wanted it. They're like, it's just not on the menu. I'm like, that shit is hella good.
Oh yeah, you hit me up. You're like, hey bro, is it on the menu? And then I have to come. Hey, you gotta do this, and this.
That shit was hella good. I love. One thing that you said right now that was dope is that you like to bring an experience to your clients. You know, it's not just about eating. There's the touch of the gold, the touch of the special plate off the menu. That's definitely right there. It's a big thing. Why is that important to you?
See, like some people might say, oh, I'm selling ideas from like these trips that I go to, but you know, at the end, like some people might say, oh, that food, like he copied me or I'm like, bro, you probably copied off someone too, because you've probably seen it somewhere. But all these things that I bring to Sacramento is from my experiences that I've had when I went on my trips and trying different restaurants. Like right now I have a cocktail where I light sage. And I experienced that when I went to Tijuana. It was this bomb Oaxacan restaurant. And they did this show for me at my table. And then I was like, damn, this is dope. I want my customers to experience this too. So you know what? I'm gonna get this idea, but do my remix to it. I'm gonna put my knowledge of cocktails, of food, and I'm gonna do something different. But it's not gonna taste the same. It's gonna have a similar presentation, but you still get that dope experience. Like there's fire in front of you.
Yeah.
And at the end, people Instagram it. So that's what I learned too. Like 3 keys to succeeding in the restaurant industry: marketing, organization, and financials. And
go over each one for us, please. That's key.
So marketing to me is like posting something that without even trying to sell it to your customer, that's an experience. And it's like, damn, they post. Your own customers market it for you. Yeah. They'll post it on Instagram on their stories, and then they're like, you know what, that's dope. I'm gonna go try it out. Whether me trying to sell it to a customer, be like, hey, come by and try this. Like, now I do something dope that pretty much the product sells for itself.
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
And this too, of course, marketing. This is helping us out. Like, here talking about the restaurant and organization. I didn't know this, bro. Like, I jumped into a full service restaurant not knowing shit. And I learned, I mean, how to run it.
Yeah, the
taqueria is way different. Taqueria, but a full service restaurant, you gotta have a team.
Yeah, yeah.
Like who's in the marketing, a GM, a front of the house manager, and just a system where they can follow. And this, in the past 3 years, I've learned from making all these mistakes and just fucking jumping in there. Like, bro, the first year, our turnaround on the employees was crazy because they were like, they would told me too, and I talked to them this day, I know, bro, we didn't have a fucking system. I know we fucked up. I know we weren't managing it properly. But hey, we had a good product, and I kept pushing on. Honestly, what kept me in business, bro, marketing. Marketing and me always pushing new things, being innovative.
Yeah.
That's another key thing too, being innovative in the food that you sell. A lot of people are afraid of change, and I'm open. I'm always trying to like learn a better way. And if someone does it better somewhere, I accept it. And you know what? I was like, how can I do it better?
Yeah.
How can I, give better quality of a product that he sells around the corner from me?
Hell yeah. And what's the third one?
The third one is financials, just learning how to like reinvest it back into your company. Not some restaurant owners or maybe like even a business owners, as soon as they start making money, they start just blowing it, boom, 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 boom. And we invested it like us, like we made money, we invested it into our patio. Yeah. So we built a whole patio for hopefully by this summer we have entertainment out there, live music, DJs, inside and out. And that's pretty much learning how to write things off. I didn't know you can write certain stuff off. Having, putting someone on the team that can help you, like you not trying to do your taxes, like knowing someone that knows how to,
someone that
it's fucked up to say, but knows the loopholes on how to.
No, it's true. And I think that's with any business. I mean, you want to always get somebody that knows more than you to, pay somebody that's pro at whatever it is that you're getting.
Yeah, of course.
Like, I'm not going to set up this podcast, have a cheap ass one. I hire my man Scotty. And the man Scotty makes it all nice. He's got 3 cameras, he's got lights.
You need a good team.
Yeah. Or else it would be cheap as fuck. It would be on my iPhone. But I totally get it. What is what would you recommend? Because look, I have a lot of family members that are hella good at cooking, hella good. And I always tell them, yo, you need to get a restaurant. You need to fucking do a food truck or anything. Like, you just need to sell your shit, bro. That shit is hella good.
Yeah.
What would you tell them to do if you were talking to them? What would you tell them? What would be your first step to getting this person that has a good food, good fucking everything? How would you get their wheels rolling?
All right.
And start the process?
The first thing that I would tell them, my boy, is that take a course on how to be successful at a restaurant business. Not your cooking and your food is like the core. Yeah. But off that core, you gotta build off of that and have a good system, because you could be the best cook and you have the best product. And I always try to help out Raza, bro. This lady, she had an amazing, she cooked, her food was so bomb. She opened up a restaurant in Rio Linda, and I forgot the name of it, what it was, but it was like her husband, and they're really good at cooking. And I told them, hey, let me help you with marketing. Let me help you with marketing. This is what I'm good at. Let me help you. Like, I wasn't even gonna charge you that much. She's like, oh no, we're okay, mijo. We have our daughter that's gonna do it for us. I was like, all right. I was like, trust me, like, I'll help you, like, how to build a brand. And she was like, no, it's okay, mijo. I don't need your help. Bro, she closed in 2 months.
Swear.
Yeah, and I was like, I didn't ever rubbed it in her face or never like reached out, but a family member told me to go help her out. So I went out of my way. Is when I started a marketing firm with my buddy Efren. We're doing social media marketing. And I was doing this is before I even opened the restaurant. I was just with the taqueria. I was at the taqueria and I was like learning about marketing. I love marketing. So I was trying to help her out. And she said no, and I found out she closed, and I was like, man, like in my head, I was like, I told her like she has to focus. But that's okay. Now I'm going a little bit more off topic, but
he just had to rub that in for her. Yeah, y'all shit closed down because you didn't listen. You should have listened to Danny. No, I'm playing.
Be humble enough to listen to someone too that knows more than you. That's one thing that I've learned, because there's some hard-headed motherfuckers that they're like, nah, I know more than that fool. And sometimes even him fucking up with something that he says, will clear up an idea that you had in the back of your head that will give the answer to some shit that you never, it's in your conscience, but he'll say something that will answer a question you had in the back of your head of something.
Yeah.
If I don't know if I'm wording it right, but you get what I'm saying.
I know what you mean.
But yeah, take a course on how to become successful.
Where do you get this kind of course?
Bro, there's so many fucking online courses you can take. Right now, the one I went through is called Restaurant.
Could they do it the Danny Maya way and just go in there not knowing shit and fucking it up and working from there?
Bro, you can do it, but why trip over the same rocks and let someone else already? Like this course that I took is from the Restaurant Boss. It's called therestaurantboss.com. So anyone that I'm putting this knowledge, and maybe some motherfuckers will never put out this knowledge because they don't want people to get on the same level as you. But hey, restaurantboss.com is a great course you can take, and he busts it down from like marketing, like all this stuff that I'm talking about right now. He's one of the mentors that I learned from.
Who is he?
Bro, he's a successful restaurateur that started it from the bottom, and he's made so many mistakes, and he's got mentored by other people in the restaurant industry, and he created a course. So I took this course, and what I'm thinking now of doing, taking all this knowledge that I've learned, and I want to translate it to Spanish and do a course for the raza that they can take. And of course, like I can make it free, but motherfuckers don't take shit serious when it's free.
Yeah, you gotta pay.
They gotta be invested.
If they pay attention.
My boy, I've gotten shit for free and I haven't valued it.
I was just talking about that. I think I was just talking about that recently. Yeah, about when you go to Costco, you take all that shit because it's free. Like, when you give me a cracker, and even try that cracker. Well, that shit was nasty. But if they were charging a nickel for them, you're like, hold up. I'm not even gonna buy that shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because you're not really invested. But I feel you, man. You gotta, they'll pay attention if you pay. So 100%, man. So what's your vision with Maya, man? What do you want to do? You already told me with the thing, but I'm talking about in general. Do you want to do that just here, or do you want to have multiple locations? And who's all a part of this Maya? Is it just you, your family?
It's me and my dad. But the family always helps us out. But it's me and my dad that are fully invested in it. We're partners here. And then we're actually opening one in Atlanta.
I saw that. I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah. So we're expanding out there. I wanted to operate out there as Maya, but there's already a Maya out there. Mm-hmm. And I was like, damn, it's 20 minutes too from the spot that we're opening.
No, really?
But so I was like, you know what? It's good. Like,
why do you want to do Atlanta?
See, well, the thing is that this guy that used to be this guy, my boy John.
This fucking random guy. What's up, random guy?
No, my boy John. So he was a property manager. He's always been into our current location here in Sac, and he's always loved Mexican food. Speaks perfect Spanish. He's always traveling back and forth. He has his own tequila, and he reached out. He's like, "Hey, you guys need to come check out Atlanta. You might like it out here." So I went and checked it out. I seen the vibe. I tried different restaurants. I seen how business is operated out there. So I was like, you know what? There's an opportunity out here. And never did it ever cross my mind, hey, do business in another state or check out the South to see if Mexican food will work out here.
Hey, let me tell you, before you finish, I was in Louisiana and I went to eat at this Mexican restaurant that was soul food Mexican restaurant.
See, look at that.
It was Mexican food made by some brothers. Everybody was black. The servers were black. The cooks were black. Fucking the Mexican food was black. For real, it was like fried tamales and shit. It was weird. It was different. But I know what you mean. I ate there.
See, like, and if this homie told me, he was like, if you don't fucking make it in Atlanta or in Georgia, you ain't shit. He goes, you fucking suck at whatever you do. So because there's so much opportunity.
So did you take it like a challenge or something?
I took it to I first studied the market out there, see how it worked, how many restaurants there were, who were the top restaurants. I was like, you know what? I feel like my concept would work out here. And I know what it takes to the first year is the toughest year in the restaurant industry. But I'm like, if I put a similar system or the same system that I have here in Sac and we're doing it here in Sac, why wouldn't it work out here in Atlanta?
Yeah.
So I'm taking the challenge and, we'll learn from the mistake.
When's it open?
Well, we're hoping it opens by the end of April, but being realistic, I'm thinking maybe the end of May. So this year, the end of May.
That's pretty soon though. That's a couple months.
That's like 2 months away, man.
So it's almost done?
It's almost done. Yeah, it's complete. It was being built out from scratch. It was an empty building inside, but we had to install a hood, the bar.
What's it gonna be called? You know, I got listeners in Atlanta. You know, I got family in Atlanta.
Oh, bro, when you go down there, you definitely need to.
I got family in Atlanta.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I got family in Atlanta, and yeah. So what's it called?
Oh, well, if you visit your family in Atlanta in this summer, I'm planning on doing the grand opening. Because first I want to wait like maybe 2 or 3 months, let it like get smooth and everyone gets on board on how.
You know, there's Mexicans in Atlanta.
Oh, bro, I thought there was no raza out there. There's a bunch of raza.
Yeah, there is.
No, I was surprised when I was out there. So
I got like 4 cousins that live in Atlanta.
No, well, actually, I'm gonna join the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce out there, so I can get connected with all the raza out there.
Yeah, you're gonna go. So are you gonna move there, or are you gonna just?
Well, I'm planning on first like renting out there for like maybe like a year, but I'm gonna be flying back and forth. And I already talked to my dad. We're taking turns. Like when the kids aren't in school, like he can go out there for like a couple months, and I'll be here, like managing the Richards one.
Yeah, and you're gonna go back and forth.
Yeah, but the thing that happened is that we were supposed to have already the Richards one running with the Bandai and DJs and kind of like entertainment, but COVID fucked everything up and set us all back. So it landed on the same year, and we're getting our entertainment almost at the same time as the one over there when we open. So it's like, fuck, we're gonna take a challenge where.
How did you deal with COVID? Did that scare you at all?
Bro, COVID, how you dealt with it is like if you were in the Wild Wild West, man. So we did whatever we had to do. I'm not gonna bullshit. We even did shit that was illegal to have events outside, and everyone was just trying to survive because fuck that. Like that put a lot of businesces underwater, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Took you out.
For sure.
But that's pretty much how we handled it. Even the health department, once entertainment, they came by because there was no rules were put out on what you can do and you can't do it like before, and then they put all these rules because everyone was doing whatever. So I had tents outside, and I guess you had to have a permit for a tent, and I didn't know that, but I seen a bunch of restaurants popping up with tents. I know they weren't giving out permits that easily for tents or that quick, because everyone just, as soon as they said you can't dine inside, everyone popped up a tent outside and started selling outside. And that's pretty much what we did, and eventually, like, we got away with it for a while, and then we got shut down, and we got a warning. We really didn't get fined, but after the warning, we're like, you know what? We did it. We got through it as much as we could, selling cocktails to go, Postmates, DoorDash, selling kits that you can pick up and
dip.
Yeah.
Made it happen. At the end of the day, you found a fucking way. I think everyone had to do that shit.
Yeah.
So, last thing I was gonna ask you before we end this. When you're out here in Sac, if you're planning a day out here, what do you like to do out here? Anywhere, Roseville, Elk Grove, West Sac, Folsom, downtown, midtown. If you're gonna go out and spend a whole day, what would you do?
Spend a whole day.
Because it's a party. This is party Danny right here. Danny knows how to party. So give me a day activity, day in the life with Danny. How does someone enjoy themselves in this area?
Well, you can start off by, I would say, like, if it's during the day, I'd probably hit up a couple. Sacramento's like known for their breweries. There's a bunch of breweries, even Roseville too has a couple.
Yeah. Roseville got breweries too.
I would start off with hitting up a couple breweries, and then I'll hit up this dope wine bar that opened up. I actually went the other day. It's right there next to Darling Ivory. I don't know if what was it called? But you can do wine tasting there. I would do that, and then probably hit up a couple restaurants downtown, bites, and I'll finish it off probably. Dang, where would I go? You got me off guard, my boy.
Yeah, I said nighttime. We started thinking about all the nalgas. He was like, and then I will.
No.
And then what? What's the nightlife like? Where would you go? What's your favorite nightclub or things to do out here?
Bro, I'm kind of like over the nightclub scene already. So whenever I get hit up, I would go. I know I hit up a couple times, Polanco, El Santo.
Yeah.
My boy
those are all new.
Yeah, those are all new. So they're the ones that have like entertainment right now.
That's cool.
But
that's what you're looking to do at Maya's.
Yeah,
right?
Once I get mine too, I'll be having events there too. But I try to support everyone. So I don't care if you're in the same industry. Like sometimes I walked into restaurants before and they're like, what is he doing now? Motherfucker, I'm here to support. I'm here to have fun.
Like he's trying to copy.
Yeah. Like I'm fucking here doing my own. Like, you know. But I would hit up probably Polanco or El Santo. D30 now they have like Latino nights now.
Yeah.
So you hit that up.
All right. Another thing I was gonna say, you should remind me of, is, man, Danny, man, he always supported, man. We did a couple fundraisers. You donated to the cause. You actually brought the food for the poker tournament.
Oh yeah, the poker. Yeah.
Hey, that food was hella good. So I want to say thank you for that on the podcast. And a last thing is, there's anything you would like to add to this? Anything you want to say to anything you would like to say? This is your time to say whatever. Go ahead.
I just want to say, bro, thank you for having me here, man. And I hope you continue to do this podcast and you're actually creating awareness for like individuals here in Sacramento. And feel free to reach out to me if I can help out with whatever. I'm open to always like doing business with different people.
Yeah. How do we stay in contact with you?
You can slide on my DM if you want.
Well, yeah, what's your Instagram?
Danny Maya 916, or even the Maya Restaurant SAG page. Shoot us a DM. I'll get back to you. You can give us a phone call. But I'm open to helping out. Always like fundraisers, events for a good cause. I'm here for the community. So I see Jose's doing the same. What I love about him is that he's changing the life of individuals, because I'm sure some have grown up without a father figure, but all the knowledge that you push out, my boy, like even your videos, if you can change one person's like perspective of something by one of those videos, bro, you're already creating positive energy to the community. And at the end, bro, all we are in this world, bro, is energy. And you push out how you want to give off the energy, either positive or negative.
Yep. Amen. It's true. You ain't lying. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for being on. We always air these on Mondays. So is there any ritual you start your week like? What do you do on your Monday? What do you like to do?
I hit chest day on Mondays.
Chest day on Monday? Anything else? You're spiritual, so what do you like? Is there any spiritual things you do or anything?
Well, actually, I got
No
back to
brujería,
No, my boy, no. Actually, I just started. Honestly, right now, man, I get pulled from, my family's like Catholic and Christian. I get pulled back and forth.
Yeah,
but
I'm the same.
At the end, I just started like one of my boys.
I just converted to Islam. I'm Muslim now.
For real?
I grew my beard.
This motherfucker.
Serio? I love it. A la verga.
I'll fuck with you.
I was just messing with you. No, but I feel you on the religion, bro.
Yeah, you get pulled back and forth. So I just study the Bible, and at the end, even like what I've realized is that there's people that say they're atheists, but they live their way a certain way with certain ethics. Motherfucker, that comes from the Bible. So at the end, like a lot of things come from the Bible, and I feel at the end, I just want to build a good relationship with God. Yeah. I don't like right now. I don't say I'm Catholic I do believe in Christ, so I guess I'm Christian. But I don't go to. I'm not gonna bullshit. I don't go to church, and maybe I should. But
I don't go to church either.
But I do study the Bible with my
spiritual,
boy.
Though.
Yeah, and I believe in positive energy too. So
that's good.
At the end.
All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. If you like this episode, you got something from it, leave a comment, like, subscribe, give my guy a follow, hit him up. Check out his restaurant. I'm dead serious. I'm not lying to you. The experience there is good. The food is good. The fucking beans are good. The rice is good. Chips is good. The drinks are good. It's just a good experience. So if you're ever out and about, hit up Maya and Sac. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you next Monday, where we're going to be actually talking about culture in the next episode. So something that he did a good job building, and see you next week. We're out.